We're on Soul TV, and we are sitting on our next guest.
No, we are not literally sitting on our next guest. We're sitting on the stools that are produced by our next guest, correct?
Yes, we're happy to invite in Marlon Darbeau.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Marlon. Simon, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Nice to meet
I've
you,
heard so
Marlon.
much about you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
So what did you walk in with there?
So these are bloom planters.
Planters, yeah.
Yeah, so they're plant boxes. They're based on my dad's mailboxes that you might be familiar with. They're red oxide painted mailboxes,
yeah,
hexagonal
yeah.
tops. He's been making them for the last 30 years or so.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad. So part of my process is translating traditions and familiar objects in Trinidad. And I decided to make a plant box.
They're beautiful.
That's based on his mailboxes.
That's great.
So your father inspired you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's safe to say that you're a designer.
Yeah, I'm a designer. I started as a graphic designer. And I was fortunate to work in different areas of design.
Yeah.
Having spent about 6-7 years in a very industrial environment, designing for signage, meant that I was working closely with manufacturing. And in doing that, kind of began to transfer from just dealing with the 2D space and move into the 3D space in terms of actual objects.
Oh, so industrial design.
Yeah, industrial design. I don't like to really say I'm an industrial designer, but that's fine.
Why? Why not?
I don't know. I'm not a trained industrial designer. I think I'm more concerned with the exploration of objects.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily labeling them as industrial design.
Okay.
Okay.
So who are some of your clients that you do stuff for?
Homeowners, architects.
I can see
You are
that. Yeah.
sitting on stools that have
Yeah,
been
this is,
designed
and they're
built,
comfy too.
And I use at a drink wine bar.
Oh, drink
Right.
wine bar bistro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you export?
Not currently.
You
that's,
should.
That's the aim.
This is a
The aim
market
is
you
to
should
take
tap
the products
into.
internationally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have been seen outside of Trinidad, right?
I back in 2010, I was part of a show called Global Africa in New York, the Museum of Art and Design.
That's great.
My project Pira was featured there.
Hero.
Yeah, Pira. And then in 2016, I showed in Milan as part of Milan Design Week.
That's awesome.
A show, Meet My Project, that took place as a kind of a fringe exhibition in the city.
How was it received?
Oh, well received.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is, design is global.
That's true.
The only difference really is some of the nuances of the objects, some of the references, what they look like, the story behind them. But generally, Milan is kind of like the
heart,
place
the hub, right?
for showing. Yeah, and the objects were well received.
Yeah.
What other materials do you work with?
So I predominantly work in aluminium, galvanized, and different types of timber.
Wow.
You mentioned Pira before. What is the meaning of why that choice of name?
Well, there's a kind of funny story.
That's the stool, right?
Yeah, this is the small stools.
Yeah.
The small stools.
The small stools. So you're sitting on a Pira that has stilts, and literally you can just take the small stool off of the high stool.
Wow.
Fancy?
So, one of the things by making is this idea of duality, right?
You see, they can-
And creating the light in the experience of objects. So you can use them both as a short stool and as a high stool.
That is
Yeah,
really,
extra
really cool.
seat right there. I
That's
like it.
awesome.
Yeah, so if you're into gardening, the small stool is
Very
kind of good for
functional.
that, and then you
Yeah.
can take it back inside. You need to push it down more.
Yeah, and actually the finish on this is like really good.
Yeah, thanks. So,
Yeah.
with all my metal components, they are
I'm so
they're
sorry.
mostly
Thanks, Gaston.
steel and they're powder coated.
Polycoated.
Yeah.
That is for.
It's a form of painting, which I prefer. It's basically a powder that's it's a kind of long process to kind of explain.
Okay.
So the metal is electronically charged. The powder is also charged. The two connect, and then it's baked in an oven, and
They don't
that's
separate
it.
after.
So yeah,
Oh, that's great. So
yeah, it's
how
also
would you-
environmentally friendly.
How would you define your aesthetic? I get a kind of a minimalist almost style. Is that?
Well, the truth is, Aesthetics is really kind of an end product. It's not something that I kind of start off with.
Okay.
The reality is I am inspired by my father's work and the materials and the manufacturing processes. So it's really based on the manufacturing capacities that really kind of also dictate
what you can
kind of
produce.
look of the object.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm starting with a particular style intent. It's all process-led.
So what is your process then?
Well, our kind of discovery, observation, being kind of tuned into what's around.
Yeah.
Some objects that are familiar, some are not necessarily familiar to the average eye. So Pira, obviously influenced by Pirha, small stool, right? Predominantly used for gardening, Hindu weddings, etc. And then there's the idea of the stool, the high stool, which is this whole idea of, to me like the Mokojambi, right?
On stilts.
Creating stilts.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not about being literal. It's just having a kind of a language that then creates the idea.
Oh, that's great insight.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So these pieces that we have right now, bloom is what you call them, right? I noticed that there's a difference in the construction of this one. What is the one that you kicked down earlier? So what is the...
So bloom, there are three ways in which you can use your bloom.
Okay.
So I can show you this. So basically that you can stake it in the garden.
Okay.
Yeah. You can hang them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we get the hanging.
Right. And those can be left without a base, or you can there's a wooden tray that goes with that one. But this is really pretty simple. You stake the tube into the ground.
Yeah.
Place the wooden pedestal.
Gotcha.
There's
And
drainage.
the name
Oh,
comes
it's so
out.
pretty.
Right. The idea of bloom is because of the flanges. When you look at it, it looks like a flower.
Yes, it's
Yeah, I
incredibly
like
clear
it.
now.
I like it.
That is very cool.
Okay, so how can people acquire these things if they're interested? Because they're really, really lovely.
So you just have to go to buymaking.com, and we have a shop.
Bymaking.com.
Buymaking.com. We have a shop that you can purchase products online. This is
Affordable?
Well, they are for uniquely designed objects.
Yeah.
They are $400 for the pots, $100 for the accessories. They can be purchased online, 2 days free shipping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the only size they come in, or do you
This
have
is the
like bigger?
only size currently.
And I need to make some bigger ones. People that have big plans. I have some big
Will
plans.
happen soon.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. This
So
is
even
really
these stools, the only stools are available?
So the stools are made to order.
Made to order, okay.
So on the website, you just basically click on made to order form, fill that out, and shoot us that email, and we will respond as quickly as we can.
You mentioned that these come in one size. Is it the same thing for these tools or the stools?
So the stools they come either as the Pira small stools by themselves, Pira on stilts, or there's Pira in a box that becomes a carrying case. So you can literally have it as a toolbox, a picnic box, or 2 stools in one.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
I like it. You can buy a few for me.
Sure.
I do have a little mini garden, so.
Let me see your hands. You don't garden.
That's another Oprah show. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to Soul
Thank
TV.
you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
And tell us the website one more time.
That's buymaking.com.
Buymaking.com. If you see anything you're interested in on this program, check out the website
Buymaking.com.
buymaking.com. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.